My friend has come up with a mnemonic that he'd been thinking about. When people chat on and talk over each other, the word wait. Why am I talking? Why am I talking? W-A-I-T, wait. Why am I talking? We may be talking over someone or talking endlessly, and the word wait might cause us to stop when we think of, when we think, why am I talking? Wait. Thank you, Dad. It's been said in prayer we should wait upon God rather than talk, and especially rather than give an endless shopping list. But, well, that's the early way of learning to pray, I guess. But we should wait. Why are we talking to God? Well, it keeps our mind closer to Him if we can keep our words on track. My observation, in some ways, the sheer talkativeness of many women seems to be their way of thinking aloud. They're thinking as they talk. And I certainly do when it comes to dictating. Recording, my mind is kept closer to God in that I'm addressed to producing something of blessing, ideally, of course. And then again, of course, much of the time I have to wait. Sometimes the recording flows straight off. 4-minute quick recording can be recorded in pretty well 4 minutes. Other times, a 20-minute recording might take an hour or so to put together. I don't mean I edit it, but I pause greatly. There's a lot of waiting because, I'm literally waiting on the next appropriate words, let's speak. It reminds me of, the astronomer looked into space. Others are looking at the stars, but no, he's preoccupied with the space between the stars, which is far more awe-inspiring, isn't it? Our nearest star, apart from the sun, of course, is 4 light years away. When you think of the incredible speed of light, what is it? 186,000 miles per second, say 300,000 kilometers per second. How far does it travel in a year? Astronomic. Do you see the vastness of space? Is overwhelming. And that's just to our nearest star. The distance across the galaxy and to the furthest galaxy that we can see, if we look long enough and catch its light. It's just mind-blowing, staggering. So we wait upon inspiration. In other words, the Holy Spirit speaking to us of our Dad. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. Let me analyse wait in terms of sound now, not spelling. W, wave, when, was, will, what, which, wet, weave, Old English, whist, whist not, do you not understand whist, whist, whisper, wobble, when, will, we, and wed. Well, it's something of continuity, wellness even, it's something through time. Well, in wait, the A is primacy, of course. Well, Aleph in the Hebrew, it always means something to do with God now, the divine. So there's a waiting, something extending through time to do with God. Time, of course. T is time. Do you see the word wait? I want to say, astonishingly, says something about continuity, God, and time. Wait on this continuity, God, and time. And of course the A, as opposed to A, or even R, which is awesome, but the A is an extended vocal sound, not just A, but A. So we have the W, giving an extension, an opportunity for, a gap for what? God, the awesomeness. In time, we give it time. We wait upon the Lord. To use religious jargon. The word Lord is interesting, isn't it? L again. Or, the awesomeness of God. D, the finality, come down to earth, grounded. Lord. Of course, in the medieval way, the lord of the domain, he was the boss, the owner. Well, actually not the owner, the king is the owner. The lord just has the free range in medieval English law. The land is actually owned by the king. All land is owned by the king. And the Lord is under the king. It's lower, you see. He is. But of course now we come to the sort of experience of such lording it over us. Whereas, of course, the Lord of the domain shouldn't have done. He should recognize his role and position as a vassal of God, just as his the serfs and so on are vassals of his. Well, if it comes to that, the word God, okay, the groundedness, short sound now, not the A or the or the A, the primacy, but often, on, of, offer. They're all short in a temporal sense, perhaps. G, go, get, gone, give. They're all transitory things. Do you see, in just referring to God as God, we've actually belittled who he is. Because, of course, the secular don't know his name. I mean, for us it's Dad, which is da, and the primacy, and da again, Dad. It's his primacy come to us. He is our Dad. It's come down to us in a sense. We couldn't get to him. We recognize that. He's our Dad. The name, you see. Whereas if you're just, if you like, arrogantly analyzing God as if he were an object, a separateness, a distinctness to the all, belittling in sense, you therefore use God, gone, got, give, goat, I don't know, gun. It's, we may use a capital letter as if it were a name, but it's a belittling, it's a staccato. In fact, all three letters are staccato. G, O, D. Some religious people are at pains to point out God is not a name, it's a category of, if you like, supposed phenomena, all-powerful spirit beings. And indeed the word El in the Canaanite understanding was God. The Elohim were the whole family of gods. And that sound El is in Alleluia somewhere. Elohim, Gosp El. And gossip of God, God gossip, you see. Even this word gossip has got goss, the sort of transitory wisdom, as if you were God analysing the whole of creation. You know, a ridiculous presumption, really. And much of gossip is, isn't it? It's as if I had all the facts to hand and I make judgment and pronouncements upon what is, but what is so scant as far as I see it compared to what it is. It's not really of much worth, gossip, endless gossip. And we should wait, shouldn't we? We should wait. Why am I talking? I will wait upon the Lord. Do you see our speech? I want to use the word beresus. Sort of reveals to us, tears down the curtain that hides the incredible reality of what the sounds indicate of the true importance of what we're feeling or saying or trying to communicate. And so if we speak in harmony, creatively, with integrity and wisdom, preferably the wisdom of God, of course, of our Dad, heavenly wisdom. I'm maintaining, aren't I, that we are more influenced by the sounds because we're not aware of of their influence on us than the words, which we might struggle over spelling because of its confused historical origin and how it's come into use in our language and culture. Whereas the sounds are as if speaking to us spiritually, though we're unaware of it most, if not all of the time. So I'm talking to someone and I might think, why are they reacting like this? That's not quite what I said. And why is he taking offence? Or why is he going off on a tangent? Or why did he understand it in that way? And perhaps if we, and I say perhaps, if we analyse the sounds we've used, we may have communicated something quite different, if you like, sub or superconsciously, to each other, quite different to what we thought we were speaking. Thank you, Dad. Well, of course, I may be a master of words, but compared to how we could be, perhaps how we will communicate as we move further and further into the future, and how ideally we communicate when Holy Spirit speaks through us. Wow. That could be quite something.